Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we have something a wee bit different. Obviously I've been posting my Project 15 stuff, but this is a wee bit different. Today we are going to be watching / reacting to my old cross-country races that I raced in. More specifically, the All-Ireland races. So the two that I can really find on YouTube at the minute are the one from 2022 in Cork and the one last year. And I'm going to start with the Cork one because that was my first year racing for Lagan Valley. That was my first All-Irelands back since maybe like 2015 maybe. This was my introduction back into running again. I'll give you a little bit of backstory on this race before I kind of just jump into it. This was in December 2022, so I had joined Lagan Valley in, I want to say July or August, and I had recently broken both of my arms in that summer. So I was recovering from that, and I recovered really well. I got into October and I had ran 16:26 as a 16-year-old for 5k, so I was doing pretty well. And I went into this race feeling pretty confident, but my training hadn't been excellent. That's painting the image here, and there was quite a lot of very high standard running in this race too. Okay, so here we are. We are looking at, I was under 17 boys, so we're looking at 5k right here. And as you can see by the conditions already, we are in someone's field, like a farmer's field in Cork. I drove down on the day of this race, or sorry, the day before this race, stayed over in like I don't even know what it was, like an old kind of renovated barn Airbnb thing. It was quite cool, but it wasn't exactly close. We had another drive to do to get to the race after. So I'd done a lot of traveling getting to this race because this is the other side of the country. So here we go, we start. Quite a hectic start. The ground was terrible from what I can remember. Always a very quick start in these All-Ireland races. So we have Keelan McFadden at the front. This guy is still, I would, in my own opinion, the best in like my age group for this type of thing. He's unbelievable, like seriously, he's unbelievable. Obviously there's a few guys that went to America, but from my local area, like he runs in a few of my, or he ran in a few of my school races whenever I was younger. And yeah, he just dominated every time. So he's in the red shorts and the white shirt. Where am I? I am about here, yeah, there. I'm just passing there with the black gloves on. Obviously near the back of the field, I will admit. I had a very poor start to this race. A few names in here. Killian Gleeson's in there somewhere. He's away to America. But he actually didn't have the best run here. I want to give a shout out to Tom Fleming. Tom Fleming, he's one of my best mates from running, and yeah, he's a tremendous runner, obviously, and had a great run this day. I remember he was running for Lost Carriers back then. Yeah, he now runs for Lochview, which is kind of like a rival to me, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, Tom would have raced me in all kind of age group races growing up, and this was one of them. He had a great run this day. I almost believe he was in the top 15 maybe. Not entirely sure. Okay, so we have this fella out the front. I honestly have no idea who most of these guys are because I wasn't really into the running scene back then. I didn't really know who was good. I barely even knew who Keelan was, to be honest. He was kind of just a guy. There's Frank Buchanan. He runs for Candor Track Club now. I think so. Anyway, he was from St Michael's. I'm not sure if he still runs for them anymore. He is a great runner as well. Won the under 20 category at the Autumn Open this year. So yeah, very good runner. We have a few Clonliffe Harrier runners behind. One in orange shorts, one going around the outside in a black vest in that front group. Both of them I went to Portugal with there in February of this year for the European Club Cross Country. They were the other club that qualified. So there's a few of them guys there, and obviously they have been very good since we were a bit younger. So yeah, they're bunching well up at the front. I can't actually see any Lagan Valley ones so far. I recognise Cormac Dixon there in the, I think it's Tala AC in the yellow and red. He goes on to do very well in this race. Very, very good runner. He is also in America at the moment, There's a lot of these guys in this race are actually in America right now, so that just shows the quality and the pedigree of this race. This is seriously a quick race. So here they are coming into the home straight for 5k. Cormac Dixon has completely kicked away from the whole field here. It's a beautiful finish straight, I have to say. It looks like Keelan's coming in for third. I'm not familiar with the guy in second. I think I've seen him before, but I don't really know his name. Anyway, Cormac Dixon coming down the home straight. This is his first Irish title, I believe, in 1630, which is insane for this course. This course was terrible. I'll insert a few photos right now of what I had to run through this day. This was terrible. There's one of the Clonliffe boys, and there's another one coming in as well. There's Frank Buchanan in the light blue, St Michael's coming in, and there's Tom coming in just in the blue with the base layer on as well. Great run from Tom. This really kind of solidified. Oh, they go black here. There's Kelly and Gleeson coming into the finish. There's a few of them guys I've raced at Northern Ireland Championships as well who, ran really well this day too. But you can see coming into the finish here, Oisin McGloin, who was our first runner home at the European Club Cross Country. He was running for City of Lisburn at this time. He's just crossing the line now. But yeah, you see, like 1740, Oisin's like a sub 15 guy these days. Like ridiculous stuff. Looking for me to come across the line here. I believe I was like 18-20, I want to say. Matthew Fitzpatrick there as well. I believe he is an Irish Schools 800 metre champion. And you see how far back in the field he is. There I am there. Coming into the finish, I am absolutely out on my feet, as you can tell. That guy just beats me to the line, I think. Maybe I just get him, I don't know. But yeah, really tough course. I think I was fighting not throwing up there, to be honest. Like I was in a whole world of pain. You see me down there. Awful. That was my first real introduction back into cross country, and you can tell by my expression there, I did not enjoy that one bit. Well done to all them lads. Obviously, it's a bit of a late well done, but yeah, very good race at the front there. So we will move on now to last year's cross country, which I didn't do great in, but we'll watch it anyway. Okay, so this is last year's race. It is the junior boy. They've had a spelling error there. The junior boys under 18 and the junior men, so that's under 20, and we both did 4.5k. I you'll never spot me. There's too many people. I'm kind of in the center, in like maybe the third row back. We had a few really good runs from our club this day. Frank McGrath, who is an unbelievable runner. He runs for us sometimes, and sometimes he's running for St Mary's. I'm not sure if he's still with them, but he's based over in England. He would come back for All Irelands to represent for us. He had a really good run this day. Obviously, you see Keelan McFadden, who's first out the gates there, in the half tights and the black white vest. Yeah, I have never actually watched this race back. I had such a bad run, I genuinely don't want to watch it back. Yeah, so as you can see, uphill start, very fast. You start going round a loop at the top, and yeah, this starts bunching. If you see, look in the middle there, it starts bunching up real bad, really mucky. So you can see Keelan's out the front. We have Frank, who's sitting in maybe 5th in the Lagan Valley vest, the light blue and dark blue. And can I recognise anyone else up the front? No, not really. No, Noah Harris there with a headband on as well. I see Tom Fleming, Lockview in there too, and Jude, and then there's myself, Jack McCausland, and Charlie's in there as well. So as you can see, they've got out really quick, and I am nowhere near the front, and I didn't expect to be. There's Louis Mallon in the light yellow of UCD. He is a former Lagan Valley runner. He now obviously runs for UCD on a scholarship. So yeah, it's nice to see Louis run well. He's also a sub 4 minute miler now, so that kind of says the pedigree of this race as well. Obviously you see Kelly and Gleeson there, in the white vest, the blue shorts, sitting in maybe 6th place. Frank Buchanan again in the light blue St Michael's. Harry Colbert. I'm not actually sure who he's running for there. Finn Diver as well. You'll probably know Finn Diver. He is just on the left of your screen now in the Beachmount green, the black shorts. So yeah, there's a few guys I know up the front. Obviously, my knowledge has become a lot better since 2022 of who's good, who are the main runners. This is when it kind of starts stretching out. You kind of see who's going to perform well, who's not going to perform well. The difference is with this race, it was split into 2 age categories, so it was kind of hard to tell how you were doing. You were kind of just, it was kind of just a time trial. Just leave it all out there. So you see Jude in the middle of your screen passing there. There's Zach and there's myself. Didn't have a great run this day. I've said this a million times, but genuinely one of my worst races. I just never got out, and then when I did get out, I just wasn't fit. And yeah, it was actually this race that kick-started my really, I wouldn't say intense, but really strict training regime to get me on the team for the Europeans. I stayed really consistent with my training and got really lucky with no injuries between December here and February of the following year to get me on that Eurocross team. And it was this race that I did so bad, it was like, I have so much work to do. We have Noah Harris and Keelan McFadden out the front right now. We have Frank just tucked in there in 5th place, I think. Can't forget Jonas Stafford, who I believe wins this race from UCD in the yellow there. Unbelievable runner. He's represented Ireland. He has been, obviously the Eurocross for the under-20 team. This is what actually got him there, and he had a great run that day too. Yeah, so you can see a pretty clear divide for the front group here. They've really kicked away. I know the majority of them, but yeah, it kind of stays a wee bit static. So we're going to move on a little bit. We're kind of going to move up to maybe 10 minutes in. Yeah, we're pretty much back at the exact same spot we were. We have Jonas. We have, I'm not actually sure who that is. I probably should know who that is. And we have Noah Harris and Frank up there as well. So Louis seems to have dropped off at this point. Quite significantly, actually. Yeah, he's a good distance off them at the front. Yeah, so Frank's doing really well to hang on here into this front group. They're really pushing the pace here. Again, you don't understand how fast these guys are going unless you've actually been there. Like, they are really flying here. So Frank is in 3rd. He has went past Noah Harris, and Jonas is coming into the finish alongside this guy. I feel like I really should know this guy, but I just don't know his name. Yeah, so Frank is really struggling back there, but I believe this is them kicking into the finish. He's dropped another gear there. It's round this corner. You go down a hill and then up a hill again. And here goes Jonas kicking for the finish. Really quite mucky coming down that hill. There was a few fallers, so there was. And then they have this really crafty uphill like kind of segment just right here. Just really nabs your legs. And Jonas does really well to come into the finish here. And I believe this was maybe his first title. Might be his second. Frank passes your man. Wow, I didn't even see that before. He literally can't run anymore and ended up coming 3rd because of it. Noah Harris for 4th, Louis Malin for 5th. What excellent run by Frank as well, may I add. Keelan comes in there, Harry Colbert comes in. So we were looking at well under 14 minutes for 4.5k. Harry McKenzie, who is an under 17 athlete in this race, I believe, who comes ahead of Killian Gleeson. Clonliffe Harriers runner there. Not actually sure who most of these guys are. There's Finn, Beachmount, really struggling. There's Tom, flying into the finish there for Lockview. There's Rory, who actually runs for us now, but he's running for Westport. Orshin coming in, who was in the last race. Ben Atchison, who I raced, who actually came really close to me in the 2022 race. Yeah, so it's nice to see people staying in the same. There's Noah Kavanagh coming in, one of our best runners. Oren McBurty, another under 17 athlete in this race. Jack McCausland. So we're bunching really well at this point. Frank really dies here, and he's just come into the finish. He was really far up the field. There's Noah Harper, another under 17 athlete, coming ahead of one of the Clonliffe fellas. Noah Watt, who's one of my better mates. Owen McConnell. I'm just trying to give as many shout outs to as many people as I know. A great finish there from one of the Clonliffe fellas. Another great, I don't know why people have so much energy coming up into the finish here, but yeah, as you can see, I am well back in this field. It's a quality field. There's Jude coming in just behind Rudy Main. Yeah, you can see I'm obviously nowhere to be seen. Charlie actually beats me in this race by a fair bit, I believe. There's Michael coming in. Yeah, so obviously we can kind of convert it into a 5K time by adding on like well over a minute onto our onto the time. So we've got Scott Owen coming in there, and there's Zach coming in as well. So they weren't that far ahead of me, I don't believe. So Charlie should be coming any moment now. There he is coming in, and I am not that far behind him, I don't think. I believe I pretty much walked across the finish line. There's Ruben, who beat me, not by much. I wasn't far behind him. I remember these guys passing me with about 800 meters to go. Charlie passed me with about over a K to go. Yeah, I really hit the wall. There I am coming into the finish. One of my worst races. Daniel almost nips me at the line. Just about get him. Yeah, it's a tough one. There's Niall, who actually broke his foot in this race, as you can see, hobbling across the line. So fair play to Niall. So great race, very, very good race. And I have to say, one of my worst races, but to watch. It's a great race. The standard was impeccable. I'm obviously now very excited going towards this Sunday. At the time of recording is the All-Irelands. So this will be out before the last episode of Project 15. My preparation has been next to nothing. I have been training last week and this week, and I'm just going to train through it because I already know now that there's 4 guys on the team who will get them points to hopefully push to get the team to Portugal for the European Club Cross Country, which the 2 best teams get. So hopefully we can push for that, but I know I won't be counting on the score. So I'm just going to run, I guess, have an experience, go and do another All-Irelands, because I've been 2022, 2023, 2024, and I'm going to go 2025. Yeah, it was nice to look back on a few memories there. I would say neither of them is a great race, but to watch, they're excellent races. So probably a good video for a few guys to watch that maybe haven't even really realised that these videos are on YouTube, and you can go and watch the live streams back of these races. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. And if you want to see more content like this, a few more looking back at old stuff from running, make sure to leave a comment, make sure to like and subscribe, obviously. And that's going to be me. The next video you'll see is the finale of Project 15. So with all being said, I'll see you then.